All right, I've got another tale. Someone else has got the blues.
No.
But this is from the internet. Bruce is going to read it.
Oh, great.
So this is really long, Bruce, and I apologize about that.
Oh, you say that every time.
This is longer than usual. This is 5 pages.
All right, well, I'll read it fast.
But it's, no, don't read it fast. Savor it.
I mean, it's, what is it, 5 pages, you said? I got to read it somewhat fast.
Once you get into the flow, I feel like you'll get it.
All right,
I got it. Yes. It doesn't need a whole lot of setting up. So this, the only setup is that somebody shared this on Twitter because they are in a Facebook wedding shaming group. What? And this is a post from somebody who regrettably is canceling their wedding.
Omar, I want you there. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I feel like we needed some class to go with all this pasta talk.
This is from Facebook.com. Dear friends, it comes with great sadness that I'm announcing the cancellation of the blank wedding. I apologize for canceling only 4 days beforehand. Unfortunately, blank and I have broken up due to some recent and irreparable problems. We've decided to end our relationship and not go forth with any future proceedings. However, we're remaining civil and still a team for our son. After hours of tears, mental exhaustion, and even disassociation, I have come to this decision. In 1 hour after posting this status, I'm going to delete my Facebook. Social media has caused me only paranoia and toxicity. I will be spending these next 2 months backpacking in South America, exploring my soul and ridding myself of toxic energy brought on by my friends and family, the ones who I thought I could trust the most. Hence, I will be out of the country for all of October and November. I think I have an idea of this is going. Please don't contact me. When I'm ready, I may make a new Facebook and add friends and family that haven't fucking stabbed me in the back.
Whoa.
How did this all come crashing down? Well, here we go. Well, I invite you all on Facebook, players, bystanders, and side characters, the people in my life, to take a seat and listen. You're all involved somehow. Somehow everyone is wrapped into this mess. Even if you weren't invited to my wedding, I don't care. You might hear of the drama, and I'd rather you hear it from me. I'm not asking for sympathy. I just want to tell my story. Before I begin this mini novel, I invite all of you, including the cunts who have ruined my marriage and life, to put yourselves in my shoes. For once, let me take the stage and let me voice the most painful few months of my life. First things were a fairy tale. Oh, first, things were a fairy tale. I met the love of my life at 14. We were both young, but somehow we just knew we were meant to be. We worked on my family's farm together, and with each warm summer spent in the fields, our love grew deeper and deeper. Fast forward to high school. We went strong all 4 years. He put a ring on my finger when I was 18, worth nearly $5K. We put everything on the line for each other, everything. We both chose to attend the same community college and work full-time in order to build our dream. We spent most of our days by each other's sides. I will always be thankful for that. Fast forward a few years, I was 20. I realized I was pregnant with my first. We were elated, tearful, and thankful to God for this gift. After giving birth to blank, I knew the next step would be to focus on my career and become financially stable. My ex did the same. We saved and saved. I was in love, I was happy, and I was looking forward to life. We continued working and even got our degree. It was hard, yes, but so blissfully worth it. We managed to save up nearly $15K for a wedding.
That's a lot.
Since our love was like a fairy tale, we wanted an extravagant blowout wedding, one where our son could be included. We started touring venues and were torn between two. A local psychic told us to go with the more expensive option. And we thought, why the hell not? We just needed a little push. Our dream wedding amounted to $60K, all included with flights to Aruba. All we asked was for a little help from our friends and family to make it happen. I specifically asked for cash gifts. How could we have our wedding that we dreamed of without proper funding? We'd sacrificed so much and only asked each guest for around $1,500. Not bad at all. We talked to a few people who even promised us more to make our dream come true. My maid of honor, who shall not be named, pledged $5,000 along with her planning services. We tearfully thanked and accepted. My ex's family offered to contribute $3,000, so our request for $1,500 for all other guests was not fucking out of the ordinary.
No.
Like, we made it clear. If you couldn't contribute, you weren't invited to our exclusive wedding. I'll read that again. If you couldn't contribute, you weren't invited to our exclusive wedding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime party. So we sent out RSVPs and only 8 people replied and sent us a check. We were fucking livid. How is this supposed to happen without a little help from our friends? To make matters worse, my ex's family took back their offer. Suddenly more people backed out, including the cunt maid of honor. My best friend since childhood, my second family. I was so shocked and tearful. To make matters worse, it was only a month before the wedding. To cancel everything would have been more than $5K. Desperately, we resent our invites and asked people to donate what they could. I mean, seriously, people, what is $1,000? What is $1,500? Clearly, not a lot.
How many pasta passes?
It would be quite manageable and within budget. I've heard of people asking for worse. We also set up a GoFundMe that only got us. We also set up a GoFundMe that only got us $250.
Ah!
At this point, we were exhausted, tired. I yelled at my ex. I became unraveled. I realized my dream wedding was becoming a nightmare. Then, it got worse.
What?
My ex came into the room and offered to get a Vegas wedding done. I laughed in his face, but he was dead serious. He wanted those cheap, raggedy, filthy, whore-like Vegas weddings. I mean, what the fuck? Was he out of his mind? Am I some hooch piece of fucking trash, a hooker? Am I supposed to like the idea of getting married in the heart of shady gamblers, alcoholics, and the get-rich-fast fallacy? Suddenly, my body began to shake as I entered a panic attack. My ex left the room and didn't apologize for his horrid suggestion. I then called my maid of honor and cried my eyes out. Instead of sympathy, I was told that I was asking for way too much and that I should stick to my budget. I mean, no words can describe. How could someone who offered me thousands of fucking dollars then deny me my promised money and then tell me to shift down my budget? She knows my fucking dream was a blowout wedding. I just wanted to be a Kardashian for a day and then live my life like normal. I called her a filthy, fucking poor excuse of a friend and hung up. Then she blocked me off all social media. Rumors swirled. I received anonymous threats. My ex stayed out later and later, and I have a feeling he even cheated.
Ooh.
My bridesmaids climbed on the boat with my maid of honor and dissed me. They essentially told me I was crazy. They asked for the deposit back, so I said, fuck you. I refused to give it back until they could pay me back for their emotional distress. My ex started to talk to my maid of honor and gossip about me behind my back. I overheard him talking in the basement when he called me a stuck-up bitch.
That one's kind of cut off.
I verified he was talking to her on the call because I don't know.
Yeah, the last one's just...
Blah, 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 blah. I'm exhausted. I'm bone tired. My heart is... It's stone cold, fragmented, empty. I need to get away from this awful society. How hard would it have been to fucking donate to friends? Do I matter to you? Just fucking give me money for my wedding. I won't even sugarcoat. I won't even pretend that's not what I wanted for a dream. I was backstabbed, cheated on, and worked. Goodbye. See you in 2 months. Friendly reminder to all you cunts. Don't think you own me. I'm cutting all you snakes off. I'm living my own dream now. I only let in those I believe I have good intentions. XOXO.
Can't be real, right?
Yeah,
It certainly sounds not real.
Maybe.
I mean, like, it's amazing.
It's a perfect lack of self-awareness that it's like, come on. When you're saying shit like that, like when you say things like, what's $1,500?
What's $1,500?
But I know there are people like that.
There are people like that.
There are.
And also there are people who just, man, Bridezillas is just the best show. There are people who think that no rules apply on your wedding. It's
You can just do whatever you
like
want.
Godfather rules. Yeah, you get to lay claim to whatever you want on that day.
$1,000 for a wedding?
That's a lot of money.
That's. Yeah. I've heard of people doing a lot more.
Oh no, of course they do more because it's like they're like
Blows my mind.
this is your one day. It's like yeah, but that money could be used for like a house.
And then you have the rest of your life.
Yeah, the thing that I'll be in for 30 plus years versus a few hours.
Yeah. Holy shit.
There's a whole fucking industry around this thing. Anyway.
I hope it was a joke because it was pretty funny.